From the early days of commercial aviation to the present, conspiracy theories have swirled around high-profile incidents. Plane crashes, disappearances, and even strange sightings in the sky have fueled speculation and distrust in authorities. These theories often tap into deeply held fears about government overreach, corporate greed, or hidden agendas. They offer a sense of control in a world that can feel increasingly chaotic and unpredictable. By believing in a conspiracy, we can impose order on randomness, finding patterns and connections that may or may not exist. While some might dismiss aviation conspiracy theories as harmless speculation, their impact can be far-reaching and deeply damaging. They can erode trust in institutions, fuel social divisions, and even incite violence. Moreover, these theories often distract from the very real problems and systemic issues that contribute to aviation accidents and incidents. By focusing on elaborate plots and shadowy figures, we risk overlooking the importance of safety regulations, proper maintenance, and pilot training. The history of aviation, while marked by incredible advancements, is also punctuated by tragic events that have left an indelible mark on our collective memory. The early days of air travel, in particular, were fraught with technical challenges and unforeseen dangers, making accidents a relatively common occurrence. While many of these incidents could be attributed to mechanical failures, pilot error, or hazardous weather conditions, some left behind unanswered questions and lingering doubts. These unsolved mysteries became fertile ground for speculation, with rumors and theories often emerging in the absence of definitive explanations. On April 11, 1955, the Kashmir Princess, a chartered Lockheed Constellation aircraft, took off from Jakarta, Indonesia, bound for Hong Kong. On board were 11 crew members and 16 passengers, including journalists and diplomats from China and other nations. The flight was intended to transport some of the delegates to the Bandung Conference, a major international gathering of Asian and African states. Shortly after takeoff, a bomb detonated in the starboard wheel well, causing a catastrophic fire. The pilots, despite their heroic efforts, were unable to control the crippled aircraft, and it crashed into the South China Sea, killing all but 3 crew members who managed to escape the wreckage. The investigation into the Kashmir Princess bombing proved to be long, complex, and ultimately inconclusive. Evidence recovered from the wreckage pointed to sabotage, with investigators determining that a time bomb had been planted in the aircraft's wheel well. However, definitively identifying the perpetrators and their motives proved to be elusive. The Indonesian authorities, who led the initial inquiry, faced significant challenges in gathering evidence and navigating the sensitive political landscape. The Cold War rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union further complicated matters, as both superpowers were drawn into the investigation, eager to exploit the incident for their advantage. Long before the internet and 24-hour news cycles, fear and uncertainty found fertile ground in hushed whispers and shared anxieties. The Cold War, with its nuclear brinkmanship and shadowy espionage, cast a long shadow over everyday life, fueling a sense of paranoia that permeated popular culture. Against this backdrop of suspicion and distrust, rumors began to circulate about strange occurrences in the skies. People reported seeing unmarked helicopters, often painted black, flying low and slow over their communities. These sightings, often witnessed at night or in remote areas, were difficult to verify, adding to their mystique and fueling speculation. In the 1960s, the black helicopter theory gained significant traction within certain fringe groups, particularly those with anti-government or anti-establishment leanings. The John Birch Society, a far-right political organization known for its staunch anti-communist views, played a key role in popularizing the theory. The society claimed that these black helicopters were part of a United Nations plot to usurp American sovereignty and impose a one-world government. They warned of impending roundups, forced relocations, and the suppression of individual liberties. These fears resonated with a segment of the population already distrustful of government authority and wary of international organizations. The rise of talk radio and 24-hour cable news in the 1980s and 1990s provided a powerful new platform for conspiracy theorists to disseminate their claims and reach a wider audience. The black helicopter theory, with its inherent mystery and potential for sensationalism, proved to be irresistible to certain media outlets eager to capitalize on public anxieties. Talk show hosts, often more interested in entertainment than journalistic rigor, provided a forum for self-proclaimed experts and eyewitnesses to share their stories, often without challenge or scrutiny. Books, documentaries, and even fictionalized accounts of black helicopters and government conspiracies flooded the market, further blurring the lines between reality and speculation. The sky, once a canvas for dreams and mythology, has become a source of anxiety for some. As airplanes crisscross the globe, they leave behind white streaks, known as contrails, a testament to their journey. These ethereal lines, often lingering long after the aircraft has vanished, have sparked curiosity and, in some circles, fueled a persistent conspiracy theory: chemtrails. The chemtrail theory posits that these white streaks are not merely condensation trails, but something far more nefarious. Proponents believe that governments or shadowy organizations are using airplanes to secretly disperse chemical or biological agents into the atmosphere. The alleged motivations behind this supposed spraying program range from weather manipulation to population control, each more outlandish than the last. The scientific explanation for contrails is well established and readily available. Contrails, short for condensation trails, form when hot, humid exhaust from aircraft engines mixes with the cold, thin air at high altitudes. The water vapor in the exhaust rapidly cools and condenses into tiny water droplets or ice crystals, creating the visible streaks we see in the sky. The persistence and appearance of contrails depend on various factors, including altitude, temperature, humidity, and wind conditions. In certain atmospheric conditions, contrails can linger for hours, spreading out and forming cirrus clouds. These persistent contrails, often mistaken for something more sinister, are a natural phenomenon, easily explained by basic physics and meteorology. The chemtrail conspiracy theory persists despite the lack of evidence and the abundance of scientific explanations. This persistence speaks to a deeper mistrust of institutions, a sense that governments and powerful entities are not being truthful about their activities. In an increasingly complex and uncertain world, conspiracy theories offer a sense of control, a way to make sense of events that seem random or chaotic. They provide simple explanations for complex problems, often assigning blame to easily identifiable villains. The vastness of the ocean and the unforgiving nature of air travel create a potent combination when disaster strikes. Throughout aviation history, there have been numerous instances where aircraft have vanished without a trace, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and heartbroken families desperate for closure. These tragedies grip the public imagination, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories that often outpace the official investigations. The disappearance of Amelia Earhart in 1937, while attempting to circumnavigate the globe, remains one of aviation's most enduring mysteries. Despite extensive searches and numerous theories, her fate and the whereabouts of her aircraft remain unknown. This enduring mystery has spawned countless books, documentaries, and amateur investigations, each seeking to provide a definitive answer to this elusive riddle. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a Boeing 777 en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, vanished from radar screens less than an hour after takeoff. The plane, carrying 227 passengers and 12 crew members, seemingly disappeared without a trace, sparking one of the most baffling aviation mysteries in modern history. Despite an extensive international search effort involving dozens of countries and utilizing cutting-edge technology, the plane's wreckage remained elusive for years. The lack of a definitive explanation for the plane's disappearance, coupled with conflicting information and a perceived lack of transparency from Malaysian authorities, fueled a firestorm of speculation and conspiracy theories. Theories range from the plausible to the outlandish, encompassing everything from pilot suicide to alien abduction, each seeking to provide an answer to the seemingly unanswerable. On July 17, 2014, just 4 months after the disappearance of MH370, tragedy struck Malaysia Airlines once again. This time, it was not a disappearance, but a horrific crash that claimed the lives of all 283 passengers and 15 crew members aboard Malaysia Airlines Flight 17. The plane, en route from Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur, was shot down over eastern Ukraine, a region embroiled in a bitter conflict between Ukrainian government forces and pro-Russian separatists. The downing of MH17 sent shockwaves through the international community, not only for the tragic loss of life but also because of the geopolitical implications of a civilian airliner being shot down in a conflict zone. The incident immediately sparked a war of words between Russia and the West, with each side accusing the other of responsibility for the tragedy. The exploration of aviation conspiracy theories unveils a complex tapestry of fear, fascination, and the unyielding human quest for understanding the inexplicable. These theories are not merely idle speculations, they often reflect deeper societal anxieties about technology, governance, and the forces perceived to be controlling our lives. Aviation, with its high stakes and its border-crossing nature, provides a fertile ground for the proliferation of such theories, each narrative adding layers to the enigmatic allure of the skies. This allure is compounded by the dramatic nature of aviation incidents, often tragic and sudden, leaving scars in the collective memory of societies. The mysteries surrounding incidents like the disappearance of MH370 or the downing of MH17 are not just puzzles to be solved. They are profound narratives that tap into the primal human fear of the unknown and the uncontrollable. These stories, while often based on a kernel of truth, are blown out of proportion, weaving intricate tales of intrigue and betrayal. The magnetic pull of these conspiracy theories can often overshadow rational discourse, drawing individuals and entire communities into a vortex of suspicion and skepticism. In the realm of aviation conspiracy theories, the role of the media and educational institutions is paramount. These bodies are responsible for shaping public perception, and their approach to such theories can either quell unwarranted fears or fan the flames of speculation. Responsible journalism, characterized by rigorous fact-checking and a commitment to objectivity, is crucial in this context. Media outlets must strive to differentiate between sensationalism and responsible reporting, especially when dealing with subjects that easily lend themselves to sensational interpretations. Education also plays a critical role in fostering a population capable of critical thinking. By incorporating lessons on media literacy and critical analysis into the curriculum, educational institutions can equip individuals with the tools necessary to evaluate information, discern sources, and challenge unfounded claims. This empowerment through education is essential in an era where misinformation spreads faster than factual corrections. Moreover, the aviation industry and regulatory bodies must be transparent and proactive in their communications. As we reflect on the impact of aviation conspiracy theories, it becomes clear that the path toward a more rational public discourse is multifaceted. It involves not only enhancing our educational frameworks and media practices, but also fostering a culture where skepticism does not lead to cynicism. This nuanced approach to skepticism, where questioning is encouraged but grounded in a rational evaluation of evidence, is vital for the health of our public discourse. Engagement with these theories also offers an opportunity for societal growth. By understanding why certain narratives gain traction, we can address the underlying causes, be it lack of trust in authorities, fear of technological advancements, or geopolitical tensions. This approach not only demystifies the theories themselves, but also strengthens societal resilience against misinformation. Furthermore, the community of skeptics and experts must be inclusive, reaching out to those who believe in conspiracy theories with empathy and evidence, rather than disdain. This inclusive approach can bridge divides and promote a more cohesive understanding of complex issues. Through podcasts, public lectures, and open debates, the dialogue can be expanded, involving more voices in the quest for truth. Ultimately, the journey toward a more informed public discourse is ongoing and requires the cooperation of all sectors of society.